Cadence of Conflict, Asia, November 12, 2018. Xi Jinping announced yet another new policy for China. Blaming other countries is wrong. Each country must deal with its own economic and environmental issues without the problem being someone else's fault. While this 180-degree new direction should be welcoming to foreign companies whose intellectual property was taken by China, along with the neighboring lands that China has no presence in yet threatened to invade, such as Taiwan, Xi gave no particular details as to how he planned to adjust China's current action plan. In fact, Xi's announcement came as if it was not any change at all, but a continuation of the current policy that taking unoccupied territory and accumulating foreign technology without payment was necessary for China's economic and environmental well-being within its borders. Perhaps his intention was to further confuse the West about China's international policy, or perhaps he has made himself even more understandable than he ever has before. We'll have to wait and see what actions follow to interpret Xi's meaning. China is growing its ties with Israel for the time being. An infrastructure deal is said to be the kind that will irritate U.S. President Trump. China, however, should be more concerned. Israel has some of the best counter-intel gathering in the world. If China does use the building contracts as an opportunity to spy after Israel has a chance to respond, it might be the Chinese who break contract. Israel is one nation that China won't be able to bully. As stubborn as ancient Asian worldviews can still be today, Israeli culture can be more stubborn. It's not about race. It's about two cultures about to collide. 'Tis folly to double-cross a nation whose name means wrestles with God, and the name is not a reference to wrestling with China. This week, Taiwan and Hong Kong did what they do best more than they have done before. When a Financial Times writer is banned from Hong Kong because he intends to interview an author and that author's speaking engagements are shut down after Chinese requests, the wisdom of Roger Berrigan returns to the Western readership. I never argue with a man who buys ink by the barrel. China wasn't satisfied to argue with an author who is more famous for it, but now wants to argue with more in the ink business. But that wasn't the most significant development of the week. Taiwan is labeled as the island of hope for Asia at an international forum for human rights hosted in Taipei. And that is the cadence of the conflict already seen in the Pacific.